well, and welcome back to my channel, and hello anyone that is new here. My name is Ellis. I am a mum of 2 boys. I have a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my hacks for having a clean home, faking a clean home, and getting your home clean as fast as possible when that person knocks on the door or is phoning you to tell you they're coming over. I always have quite a few last minute people that decide they want to come over, or if I'm just trying to get the house tidy before my husband comes home and make it look as though I've not been sitting down all day. There are a few things that I will do to quickly whiz around and make the house clean and tidy. So if you want to see what those tips are, then just keep watching. Okay, so tip number 1 is something that I would say is high up on the list, and if you do this very first before you implement all the rest of the other tips that I'm going to give you, you are sure to have a pretty clean house pretty fast. So tip number 1 is time yourself. Give yourself an allocated time slot and speed clean. Don't just dilly-dally and think, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Just speed clean and do what you need to do, and do it in the allocated time. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, you will be amazed by how much you can get done when you set yourself a timer. I will set myself a goal of 10 minutes, and I would say in those 10 minutes I need to do this, do that, and do this. And in that time, generally I've got everything done to a semi-standard level. That means that when somebody comes over, it will be fine. So my next tip to fake a clean home would be to put away all your dishes. There is nothing worse, in my opinion, than when you go over to somebody's house and the first thing that you notice are cluttered dishes on the side. Not the fact that they're there, but it instantly makes the home look messy. I'm personally not bothered by it, but it always makes the house look so much cleaner and tidier and put together if the dishes are away. It makes it look as though you've kind of got it down and you've kept on top of things and everything's kind of put away and in its place, which really we know it wasn't 5 minutes ago. Following on from that, the next tip I would say is clean all your work surfaces in your kitchen. So if you can, quickly go over them, give them a good wipe down, clean your table, make sure there's no crumbs. If you can do that super quickly, it will literally take you all of 30 seconds. I'm not on about lifting up all your toasters and your kettles and your jugs and your jars like you normally would, but just sweeping around the top where no one can see. You will make your house look 10 times tidier. My next tip, if you have time, is to dust. Again, I don't mean dust every work surfaces, but there are a few work surfaces in my home. If I know that people are primarily going to be downstairs, there are a few work surfaces that I will tidy. So normally that is in my hallway where my shoe unit goes. I'll always make sure that's dusted. Again, that takes me all of about 30 seconds to quickly whiz a dust around that. And then my fireplace and my unit that I have in my living room, I will quickly dust those. It takes all of a minute to quickly whip a dust around those. So once I've done that, I know there's no thick dust lying around, and it really looks clean then. Another big must for me is cleaning the toilets. Again, I have 3 bathrooms in this house, but I point blank know no one is going to use the bathrooms upstairs when they're here. So I will quickly run into the toilet, I will clean the toilet, pop some bleach down it, make it smell nice, whiz around my sink, clean the sink, and then obviously clean the taps as well. I have a mirror which I also like to just polish the ledges really quickly because they seem to get dust, and obviously just make sure the towel is nicely presented and it always looks neat and tidy then. So the next thing that I like to do is a really quick one for me, and that's because I have my cordless Dyson, but again I would do it with my Shark Hoover, and that is to quickly hoover. I quickly hoover around all of my tiles and things like that so there's no crumbs sitting on the floor, and then I would also quickly hoover my living room. Again, just some hoover lines in the carpet I feel makes it look as though your house is really tidy and like you've been cleaning all day, when we know you've only had the hoover out a minute ago as well. Then my next tip is go around and do a spot check. Spot check and see if you can see anything that's lying out of line. Is there a big clump of mud in the corner by the front door? Is there a really big splodge of milk that stained the floor in one area? If there is, then just quickly go around and wipe it with a wipe. Are there loads of toys left out? I don't pack away my toys when visitors are coming, but I like to make sure that they're not everywhere so that my visitors can actually sit down, which moves me on to my next tip, which is once you've spot checked and you've done that, start making the house look a little bit more presentable. So I always make sure that my sofas and my cushions are plumped. There is nothing worse than sofas looking out of place. It doesn't make the room look tidy and presentable in the living room, so I'll always make sure they're done. And I always love to pop on some candles. Again, it just makes everything look calming, relaxing, and smell good too. And that is it. Those are my 10 tips. If you time yourself, you whiz around, you do the big major jobs that are really going to make your house look clean, and then you go around, do the hoovering, light some candles and make everywhere look presentable, which I think is the biggest thing about having and faking a clean home. Make your house look as presentable as possible, and it doesn't necessarily have to be clean. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all again for another video shortly. Bye guys.